Hey there, my name's Dr. Kristen Cakes Schultz. I'm a physical therapist and a group barre instructor, and here is my 7-minute routine for a happy and healthy floor and core. Now, I recommend that you grab a yoga mat, grab it onto a timer or your phone, and pick 2 or 3 of your favorite songs to get you through the 7 minutes, and let's get to it. I always start off with a high plank pose. It feels like a really nice way to warm up. Shoulders are always stacked over, the wrists have soft bend in your elbows. From there, you always have the option to keep your knees up. If you need to take some spice away, go ahead, lower your knees down to the earth, maybe walk them back an inch or 2 and get back into that plank. Now feel free to run wild with this one. You can totally tap each palm side to side. If you want to tap your toes, you're certainly welcome to do that as well. Any variation to kind of get the time to pass a little bit faster, because as they say, a minute isn't that long until you're holding a plank, and then it seems that time stands still. Stay connected with your breath with this one. Keep relaxed in your shoulders as well as your jaw. We're almost there. And the minute is up. Using my timer on my watch to get it restarted again and down to the forearm plank. With this one, shoulders over your elbows. A lot of times some people will kind of hike their hips up pretty high. That puts a lot of stress in your shoulders. Let's avoid that. We'll bring those hips down, core engaged, shoulders over the elbows. Always the option, knees to earth here. You can totally bring your knees mat width apart to take away some spice, and the closer they are together, the spicier it's gonna be. You get to hang out here for, again, another minute. Play around with knees up and down, finding the challenge that is best for you. If a regular forearm plank isn't spicy enough for you, one thing I like to do is think about trying to press your forearms and your toes 2 inches further apart without actually moving them. That's going to build up some of the contraction in the core and add extra heat to this forearm plank. All right, time is up. Time to get into our side plank pose. We've got 60 seconds on both sides, so get ready to feel the burn. Always the option to have that bottom knee connected to the earth. Top leg can go in front of the body for a little extra stability. Now, as you're doing your side plank, really try to keep that top shoulder right over the elbow and keep your joints stacked. As you can see, I'm adding a little bit of a hip pulse up and down with this one, just to add a little extra flair, and again, to make the time go a little bit faster. As you just saw, sometimes that lean back can be super tempting. Keep the shoulders stacked over one another. That's just gonna help keep your joints nice and protected. Always the option to go back to the classic side plank, both knees up. If you're feeling like adding that spice, time to switch sides. I'm flipping around to still face the screen because nobody just wants to see my shoulders for an entire 60 seconds. Again, get yourself set up for success right off of the start. Notice how my shoulders are forward on that one. Get realigned so the shoulders are stacked over one another. My toes kept slipping on this one, so I'm not quite stacked over the elbow. It's gonna be okay. Here is a variation I'll sometimes do where it's called threading the needle, bringing the arm up and down. Again, same option here. That bottom leg can lower down to the earth. Front foot can step forward to add a little extra stability. And then from there, we just get to hang out, rock it out. Check your timer whenever you need. And then get resituated back into that side plank whenever it's ready for you. Done with the plank work. Phew. All right, starting off pretty simple. This is similar to a sit-up, but rather than crunching all of the way up, just think about shoulder blades off of the earth, and you just shorten the distance between your lowest rib and the top of your hips. As you can see, I'll sometimes place my palms in those spots so you can just visually see that space getting larger and shorter. With these, I like to exhale as I lift up and inhale to lower down, and then always the option to have your palms go on either side of your head as well. Now, I kind of call this one the turtle. I don't know why I feel like a turtle every time I do this one. You're just reaching for either heel side to side. Keep the shoulder blades elevated off of the mat the entire time. Jaw relaxed, front of the shoulders relaxed. Try to avoid puffing out your core as you go side to side on this one. Keep the core engaged, nice and tight, and controlled as you rock side to side. And again, using your breath, exhale for the hard portion, inhale for the easier portion. Now, sometimes I will switch this one with bicycles instead, just to change it up a little bit. So you can do your bicycle reaching opposite elbow to opposite knee. I like to go slow with bicycles rather than quick. That's gonna add a little extra core burn for you. We're almost there. One more one to go. Your hollow hold. This one is super spicy. Again, try to avoid as much as possible puffing out your core during this one and keep that core and belly engaged, belly button to spine, low back stays connected to the earth. With this variation, you can see my knees are over my hips. You have the option to have both legs extended out. You can alternate each leg extending out. Palms can be on your head. Palms can reach up over your head. There are a million different ways to do this one. The goal is to have it be super, super challenging and yet doable. And yeah, that's it. Go ahead, screenshot and share. Enjoy.